So we're up to the start, the first deck with cars laid out. And basically, there's a few decks for all the car clubs, all the cars. And then the roof car park is for like all the high-end stuff, all the VIPs, all the displays, the booze, the stages, all the activities. But it's going to be boiling hot up there now. It's just 4:30, I've just arrived. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you around down here, get you the feeling, get you the atmosphere. And then as it starts to cool down in an hour or so, I'll go up top and check out all the big stuff. And the first cars I see are the Kanjo boys. I keep seeing these cars every week. I saw them first time about a month and a half ago, and I said that an Emmons looks epic. And it really does. I keep seeing this every week and I'm repeating myself now in my videos. But these cars look good. That is a good start. This seems to be the Honda floor. We've got Jazzes back there, FDs over there, and a massive row of the new generation Cities. More Civics here, and I just got to stop and look at this one in JS Racing. Parts on it, and that livery, that is full on, and man, look at that. And then we've got a pretty interesting carbon fiber bonnet pattern here. So this floor seems to be all Hondas. We're definitely going to see a few classics tonight. Not that many, but a few. But the quality will be amazing. And this classic Datsun pickup is absolutely epic. I mean, you look at that. That's been beautifully done. And that colour nails it. I mean, the 1200s are absolutely bang on. We're also going to see some classic Japanese touring car liveries. This one I saw the other week at the Honda Day drag event, and I can't remember what engine was, but I remember it was fully track focused. So that might be making noise tonight. We're going to see a few of these racing liveries because they are getting very popular now. And that looks absolutely epic. It's only 4:30 and people are cruising already. The noise is crazy. I'm going to struggle to speak here with all that noise. Absolutely. I'm going to struggle with the sound on this video, so I'm going to get a lot of distortion. I apologize for that. People are already cruising. Man, I'm going to struggle tonight. You look behind me and all around me. The amount of people at 4:30 is unbelievable. This event is just going like that. A Freed in full spoon livery, carbon fiber spoiler up here, and he has got a lot of luggage on there. I think this guy can go camping for about a year without running out of stuff. But that is really the way to stand out in the minivan segment, or the small minivan segment, and the yellow spoon wheels as well. That is very powerful. This EK hatchback is a little bit different. If we ignore all this stuff on the side and this barcode, this is a 5-door EK hatchback. And not just that, look at the size of the wing on the back as well. That is very interesting. We've got Japanese plates on it. That I really like. 5-door EK, you are not going to see that very often. He's taken the sedan, he's cut out that section, and he's welded it into an EK. And it's got rally mud flaps on it as well. The least surprising car here today is the Jägermeister E30. Come to no surprise. Good to see you, man. Guy's driving along without a steering wheel, and now we have traffic the other way, so we'll see how it goes. Man, that's crazy. This FD2 Type R looks absolutely amazing. I'm not sure it's a real one or a conversion, but if it is, it's been done really, really well. You can see the Type R arches, and under here you can see the wheels, the Brembos in here, And inside, if I can squeeze down, it's got the Type R bucket seats in it. And on the back end, we've got the Type R spoiler and all the badging. So that looks really, really nice. And in fact, this blankest plate, and put that on for the evening. That is really nice. I'm not sure whether that's real or replica, but it's done perfectly. This Corolla looks pretty mental with this custom painted bonnet, the LED lights. And if you look at this wide body round here, I've not seen that kit before. Looks great, got BBS wheels or BBS replicas. I love these painted out tire walls. That is bang on. This is something you don't see in Thailand very often, a Suburban. And man, this is not standard at all. Look at the wheels on that, Cosmos wheels, 22 inch, 285, 45s. And it is completely done in a matte wrap. It's got quad spotlights on the front and like an alloy style lower bumper. This is the way to be the traffic tonight with an electric scooter. Have you ever seen a Honda Brio with scissor doors? That is a first for me. This guy is over the top. And he's got Hello Kitty painted onto his cam cover as well. And he's got a big roof spoiler, Hello Kitty, and a bit of Itashar going on. Man, there's a lot going on with this car. That is absolutely mental. In fact, that spoiler is a lot bigger than I realized as well. Unquestionably, without any doubt, full stop, this is the world's most crazy BRV. I have never seen one like this. In fact, people don't even modify them here. And this is absolutely full on. I barely recognized it at first. Air scoop here, dive plate here, and the wide body is unbelievable. It's got a big rack on it, and this big Rocket Bunny style kit on it. Man, and this rear wing, I have never seen a BRV modified like that. That is absolutely unbelievable. And you look at the diffuser and the planes on the back, amazing. Definitely, this is the world's widest BRV, the world's most modified BRV. Another thing people do as a car show is they pull the front end of this car, but the size of this intercooler on the front, I am not sure you can even get a front end on this Vios. This RX-8 looks absolutely bang on in this like, I don't know, this like turquoisey blue. But if you look in the bonnet, there's no rotary anywhere here. There's a 2JZ, and that is quite a popular swap. You see a few RX-8s here swapped out. It upsets the purists like anything. And when we're talking about bad boy car meets in underground car parks, who should rock up but Mr. Tofaya? This car was the prize car at Honda Fest back in December with that kind of Fast and Furious bright orange colour and this Bombex style kit. I won't say Bombex, I'll just say inspired. And you can see all the sponsors on the bonnet who put this car together. But it has got this really white interior that absolutely stands out a mile. And that is very, very different. It's a very quality job. On the back end, we've got a spoiler. And again, this rear bumper and the grille in it, very nicely done. Still got a Honda Fest badging on it. This is really nice. This looks brand new. I've never seen this before. A31 Cefiro, given the look of the classic Skyline racer, the famous one with the red and black and the Tomica sponsorship. This is RB25 turbo. It's got an RB engine in it, but that has been beautifully done. Even the headlights look new. Everything around it, these big box arches are really nice. And here I like this. He's put this big plastic delete over the quarter light and the window to give it that two-door coupe feel. Big box arches here, Cosmos wheels, and a huge rear spoiler sitting on these struts that look really cool. Whole thing is really nicely done. It's an A31 and it's been designed to mimic a family classic. Absolutely love that. This EG is something else. It's got a wide body Liberty Walk style kit, carbon fibre bonnet, big carbon fibre splitter and dive plates. It's got carbon fibre aero down the side, carbon fibre seat, Kevin Mann's flip up Momo wheel, whole Kanjo style going on. But clearly, he is worried about rear end downforce and he is looking for the solutions. That is the biggest wing I've ever seen on an EG. And look at the way it's been done with this composite panel that fits in here and then the whole thing hinges up. It's actually been really, really neatly done. And on the back end, he's got a whole diffuser riding out. He's got a race towing eye and he's got absorbers to hold it on. Man, that is a full-on wide-body EG. One of the most iconic rally liveries of all time is the Toyota Castrol livery. And this Corolla done out in Castrol looks absolutely fantastic. OZ racing wheels, and in my book you cannot go wrong with a bank of spotlights on the front. He's got quad spotlights on this big carbon fiber bezel, and it looks absolutely amazing. Actually, the whole body looks carbon fiber underneath all that's going on. That looks absolutely amazing, and that is just like reliving the golden era when Toyota used to go rallying and win. The man with the big hat.
Yeah, see you at the Bangkok Hot Rod.
Come Joe, good to see you. And he's brought a big bear. If you've ever wondered what rear spoilers are for, this is what they're for. And man, look at this patina look going on here. This is a Ford Marathon. It's a very rare pickup here. You very rarely see them, and I've never seen one modified. This one's jacked down. It's got like this plastic sheet screwed on. Very homemade. And it's got like carbon fiber effects in here as well. Look at these exhaust pipes. This Fronte, I absolutely love it. It's been around quite a few years. I'd say maybe 10 years. But I mean, just look at these back wheels. Have you seen anything like that? And then look at all those air horns. It's got a roll roof on it, a blower here, a nitrous bottle between the seats. Man, this is just absolutely amazing. It is right down here on air. And look at all the stickers underneath the bonnet and the way it's done. And all these air horns here. Carbon fiber front bumper, the smallest splitter you will ever see. Tiny little turbo on the front. That is just absolutely epic. And this guy drives this distances because I've seen this in Vincennes before. And then we have the racing taxis, this green and yellow and this pink. If you ever go on the streets of Bangkok, you know these colours. They are synonymous with Bangkok. When you got one of these real classic Nissan turbo pickups, maybe you want perspex there, just so people can see. You have two turbos on it, and you can see it's got this like carbon fibre effect all around. And then it's got the frame back. But look at these box arches built into it. Those are really neat. They're really small. I've never seen rally style box arches. You're pretty unlikely to find more stance than that tonight. Here we have the Euro specification Civic hatchback Type R, and not just one. We've got this grey one here. And then we got three more in white. These are very rare here because these are private import cars. This is a JDM in the true sense of the word, a Honda Life. These are pretty rare here, and you can see it's real Japanese Kei car style. But what is interesting about this It's a Mugen version. You can see the Mugen badging, and you can see the famous Mugen wheels in a very small size for this. And you can see like the aero parts on the back, the deflectors on the window, and a spoiler on the front. That is very, very rare to find here, and even rarer to find a Mugen edition. A couple of videos ago, a Patung style, I walked straight past some Fiestas with a bonnet up, and Lucas told me to walk back, and they had K-Series engines. Now we have one here with a K-Series engine, looks very familiar like one of those cars, but the other Fiesta here with a bonnet up, it's got a Toyota unit in it. Man, my head is going with this Fiesta stuff. And here's a really cool miniature garage, and the guy has absolutely got this bang on. He's got the Bozo cars and bikes here. He's got a little spoon garage, Autobac's garage. He's got a Hot Wheels going on. And then over here, he's got all the Fast and Furious legends lined up. And right on the corner here, an FD Type R. So far, the car I was not expecting to see at this show is an Alfa GT. And it's in a matte black wrap. That's even less to be expected. It's a GTA, it's got the 3.2. This classic Toyota is absolutely epic, totally homemade, handmade. You look at this alloy spoiler on the front, right down on the ground. The thing is riding low. He's on steel wheels there, up in the arch. He must be on air. And then you look at this skirt down here, down the ground, coming off. And the back end again, that is totally homemade, beaten out, and look at the bezel there. It's like a lunar landscape. Man, this thing is absolutely epic. I kind of love this sort of thing. Homemade, and these nitrous bottles look like from about 50 years ago. This guy's had a lot of fun knocking this up. And then this 620 has been done really nicely, got a cooler in here. Engine bay, really beautifully done, really detailed, big turbo up here. Very nicely done, but it's got no glass in it, no interior apart from a bucket seat and a Momo wheel. But it's got the deck missing and it's all been restored. But look, here on the back, we have an alloy race style tank. And it's got quite a plated suspension, disc brakes on the rear. And he's taking the mickey. He's got a taxi sign on it as well. This is what you really want, a lady driving a GTR. That's every car guy's dream. So finally, after about 2.5 hours here, I've made it up to the top level. This is where all the prestigious cars go. This is where all the vendors are. The main thing, the stages, the booths, everything goes on up here. And it is rammed with people, just like below is rammed with people, but at least there is a cool breeze blowing up here. And the air is, you can breathe it a bit more. So that is a big bonus. And I'll stop there because I am nearly at the stage. And here we have someone who has a pretty bad job. Man, I'm not sure whether there's a person in there or whether this is being blown by air, but that is a tough job. Got to see about. I'm going to start off right in the corner here with these racing livery Toyotas, these Corollas. You see them quite a lot, but they're absolutely epic. I love these racing colours. Different liveries, retro liveries, look really, really good. And this KE17, man, that is bang on. Carbon bonnet, carbon bumper, all this aero going on here. Exhaust exits coming out there. And then this on the end is Celica. I've not seen this before. I've seen it in a few pictures, but boy, does that livery look really cool. That car looks great. And this kit, this wide body, rocket bunny style, man, that is absolutely nailed. You just look around the back, ducktail on the back, and these wheels, This, it kind of really says Bozo style. It says street racing Japan, all about it. That is very, very nicely done. I like that a lot. So here is Heng's crazy Lightning McQueen build. I dropped into Heng's garage about a week ago, did a whole video, went right through the place, through the cars, through the toys, through all the accessories, the parts, the memorabilia, everything. It's all coming in about a month's time, so stay tuned for that. First time to have a Formula car at this event. This is an old Formula 3 car. Boom used to race this in Europe, I guess about 6-7 years ago now. Can't quite remember. Then they brought it back. It's been kicking around ever since. But you don't normally see it at shows like this. So this is kind of something new, something different for this year as well. For sure, that is the most modified Yaris I have seen in my life. That is a full drag build. And look at the turbo and look at these pipes coming out here. These alloy tanks, beautifully done, beautifully finished. This is a new arrival on the car scene. This Marlboro liveried BMW, which is swapped out, but this Marlboro livery, it is absolutely timeless. And although I don't smoke, that livery is just one of the greatest ever motorsport liveries, and it works on anything. This is something really rare, an FTO with a Rocket Bunny kit on it. Look at these big arches here as well, and that fitment. That is really, really rare here. There's only a few FTOs here. I've never seen one dressed up. I see it's got a ducktail on the back. Again, it's really nicely done. And the cockpit has been upgraded as well. That is something very, very rare. And this is super rare. The new Z here in the flesh. That is something else I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to leave the banter, I'm going to leave the top floor. I'm going to head back down again. But this year, man, you look and all the people hanging out. This show has really got bigger and bigger, and you see all the people around me heading up to the top floor, see the band. This has got bigger this year. This has got crazy. There are so many people here now. This is kind of becoming like Thailand's Retro Havoc. And as soon as I come down, it's backfired again. So I got the band up there, backfire down here. Trying to get no noise is almost unbelievable in this place. Absolutely everything is cruising tonight, and we have these kind of go-kart things with a girl and a lot of crazy people with masks on their faces, all going on. Let's have this Sephora with pretty nice set of blue lights on it past me, and then I'm going to show you this. This was a car I was not expecting to see here. And you can tell who owns it, the Jack. And you can tell what car it is because he's written Datsun Bluebird 910 wagon on it. I was not expecting to see this car here, man. I absolutely love this car. It's completely epic. It's got that like racing shark's mouth on it. Man, it is as rough as anything. We've got ghosts here. On the body, we've got all sorts of cartoon characters going on. Even on the roof, we've got crazy cartoon stuff. Oogie boogie. Man, and it rides nicely with those wider arches. And it looks like the Jack is actually taking it out of the country. I'm quite amazed at that he's got that far. V6 as well. If it's not just a badge, I have no idea what it says in Thai, but I'm pretty sure that's something pretty irrelevant knowing him. It's got a tow bar on it, and I absolutely love this car. It just completely appeals to me. The owner is not about, but if you know the Jack, that is one crazy dude. For me, this is one of the visuals of the event. The car park ramps at either end just become clogged with cars going round and round in a spiral down the levels, and that's one of the real vibes of this. But this year there are so many more people that you can see it's filled up with all the cars and all the people as well. So it's like an anthill. It's not just about the Civics, the Corollas, the Datsun pickups, that kind of thing. It's also about the supercars. And here we've got the Lamborghini SUV. We got that huge new BMW X. We got a 911 here. Then we got a Horasan, a Gallardo. And then we kind of get back into the JDM with the European spec Civic Type R and an A31 in front. The man with two cars at the show. I showed you the Jägermeister E30 before. You all know that car. But this is Kultur's new Cressida build. The lights on top are absolutely huge. LED lights in the headlights, man, that is absolutely crazy. It looks fantastic. So it's time to be out of here. Like everyone else, like all the cars, I'm walking down the spiral at the end to get out of here. But this year, there are way more people walking down as well. And there is way more pop bang going on, way more anti-lag going on. This is a big event and it's really struck a chord with people. There's a lot of people come in for this event. It is growing bigger and it's growing bigger. And there are more cars and more people. And just as I walk down, there are still so many people walking up. So it's been a pretty cool event. Congrats to the organisers. The problem I've had this year is just so much noise, so much backfire, so much music. And my mics cannot cope with that at all. So I've struggled with the sound completely. And in fact, I think I'm going to have to rethink how I do sound because events are getting so noisy now. But that's for the future. I just do my best as I can with this. I go round and round and down and down. And that's it. Over and out from me. And as I'm walking out of here, I've just bumped into a guy who I was not expecting to see here. A famous Thai car collector and now rally driver and now car meet guy. Good to see you, man.
Okay, good to see you, man.
And you can really see how this event has grown this year by all the crowds lining up outside to see the cars leave. I mean, how many people are along here lined up? And I am absolutely getting in everyone's camera shot, unfortunately, but I really wanted to show you this. A lot of people here. And look, they're all squeezed in everywhere, sitting in everywhere, watching these cars depart. Man, there's an A31, 200 SX, there's a Lamborghini SUV. You've got a whole melting pot of cars here for people to see. Finally on this video, I meet a guy from Singapore, Jonathan. He's come up from Singapore for this event. So this event has gone international this year. And with that, I am really out of here.